Hello, this is Beta Ray Bent for Pixel Spank, and today I'm playing Atlas, the hot new game from the makers of Ark. According to this, also get your mods ready. There's tanks, planes, something from Waterworld. I think that's nonsense, to be honest. I'm in two minds whether to rejoin or to do whatever this one. I'm gonna go with rejoin. I have briefly played this. I have a feeling though that doing rejoin won't actually get us into any kind of a game, because this is very, very early in the cycle. Oh, something is happening. There was a slight vibe nothing was happening there, wasn't there? I was killed by a wolf apparently. Ah, right, okay. What we're about to see here is an interesting facet of this game, right? Whenever you respawn, there's a very strong chance it will spawn you falling through the world. It's a common occurrence. We appear to be... Are we still falling through the world? Possibly. Actually, to be honest, this is a new one. Normally, it just spawns you in the middle of the ocean, and you've got a 50-50 shot of being able to swim far enough to get to dry land. So let's just, how do we exit? So that character is dead to me. It's alright, I only put like, I don't know, an hour into building, that's fine. Join the new Atlas, shall we? Don't really know what any of these mean. Should we go with the Kraken's Maw or the Hydra's Den? That sounds a good one. Obviously, in the ancient world, Heracles defeated the Hydra. Now, what I've learned is this map tells you where you're going to spawn. It's kind of hard to read. If you pick a polar region or a tundra region, you'll die of exposure almost immediately, and there are no trees, which is like the building block of life in this sort of game. So you'll die up there. I've never been to a desert region, but I assume the same will happen and you'll die of exposure. Equatorial seems to be where it's at. However, that's where everyone goes, meaning that everyone has like player-owned buildings there, and you can't survive. Should we go with C8? That sounds good, doesn't it? Surely no one would think to go there. It's illogical. Funnily enough, right, when I first opened this, an auto tutorial occurred. Host pet. Oh, you know what? We didn't want to go there anyway, so something's happening anyway. Oh, are we in game? Oh, I died. Ah, that's a shame, isn't it? I was doing so well up until that point. So let's respawn. So apparently I died here, I think. It's hard to tell. This map isn't great. And you can zoom in. Oh, honestly I didn't know you could zoom in. I thought that was the maximum zoom level. It's still not a good map. Oh, right, I'm freezing. To find some warmth immediately. So I've spawned in at the bottom of the ocean. Now, the ocean is quite deep, so it's fairly reasonable to assume I may not actually be able to get to the surface before I run out of air. Let's see if that occurs. My instinct tells me I'm currently swimming up. As you can see, there's little on-screen demonstration of such, and a very lazy. Oh, I'm suffocating. I can just about see the surface. And oh, I've breached, and I'm now hot. I'm now dying of heat exposure. So we're in the middle of the ocean. Oh, I think I just saw a landmass in this direction. Now, in the past when oh Christ, there's a whale. He will kill me. So there's a landmass coming up. So it's going to take about, I'd say, 20 minutes to swim to that. Now, the real battle here is what will kill me first. I can't drown because I'm on the surface. I could die of heat exposure. That's possible. Inexplicably, the heat could get to me. But I think dehydration will set in first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swim under the surface, right? Because then the body can just absorb the moisture around me without taking the salt in, because salt can't go through the skin. Everyone knows that. That way I won't die of dehydration. I may die of asphyxiation, but that's just a punch in the water now. That's just something I'll have to deal with as and when. Now what I'm actually doing is trying to die. Is that an option? Oh, something is attacking me from behind. It appears to be a hammerhead shark. Now, to fight a shark, you have to punch it on the nose, don't you? That's what they always say. So let's try that. I've always wanted to try this. Come here, shark. I'm in his territory now. He knows what he's doing. Oh, Christ. I think this whale scared him off. It's a big fucker. I'm going to attempt to punch it to death. Well, it's so big it can't really do a lot to me, can it? I think I'm dying, though. Oh, there's a dolphin. Can I ride the dolphin? Very hard to tell. It's a lot of camera shake. I am injured. In my experience, when it says you're injured, heal yourself or you'll die. You die every time. Also, I definitely did like create new character, didn't I? And it hasn't at any point allowed me to do that. Oh, there it is down there. Create new Pathfinder. Now, there's a chance it might respawn me near an island, which would be grand if it did. So I have actually spawned near an island before and played the game. And what you actually find is when you do that, you want to try and put down like a campfire, which is the equivalent of like a homestead. You put down a campfire, make a bed. I presume that's how you reset your spawn. That way you won't spawn in the middle of the ocean. However, what I've also found is, because everyone does that, and like you can only be so close to other people, there's literally no space whatsoever available to make a home, so it can't be done. I tried like a lot. I'll go. No, right. Let's create a new Pathfinder. Oh no, destroy my... Your characters are called Pathfinders in that. That was a level 3 character I've just destroyed for you. Yep. Do you have any idea the amount of dedication it took to build that? You should, because I told you at the start, about an hour of meticulously punching down trees. Right, so that was the Hydra's one. I'm kind of steer away from the ones that say PvP, because my assumption is that they are the true death. So, should we go for temperate? Temperate means, you know, relatively safe, doesn't it? I'm going to go for West, shall we? B10, Manifest Destiny. That's how it goes, isn't it? Should get to pick a character now. In the, yeah, here it is. That's already a pretty good start, isn't it? But let's just hit random a couple of times. This one will do. Path, yeah. He shall be Beta of House Ray Ben. Hopefully that will read backwards, so his name is actually like Raven Beta, which is great. Don't know what that means, can't be bothered. Let's just create a Pathfinder. Every other time I've made a Pathfinder, I haven't put a name in, and it said, you must put a name in. And then it's just let me do it anyway. Oh, I've discovered something. An island. I didn't mean to do that. But look. Land. Dry land. Here, a corpse. Sleeping. I don't know if that's a person or not, honestly. I haven't worked out. So step 1 in all of these games is you need wood, isn't it? And, oh, Christ. Right, I've entered combat mode. I'm just trying to remember the buttons. The thing that's hard to remember is, there it is, on that right hand side. When you see that hand, it means you can pick shit up, which confusingly has its own specific button prompt, and that button is Y. All right, I'm kind of stuck in some bushes here. Be great. I'm in the middle of a continent now in an entirely landlocked zone. Okay, now I'm going to attempt to harvest this tree. I don't have any, what's it called? Tools You need wood to make tools, so step 1 is just beating the shit out of a tree. And it damages you, which is a real dick move. And as far as I can tell, you can't find any wood anywhere. So you just have to punch the shit out of this. I seem to have gained a kind of frost ability on my hands. I wonder if that sleeping man's still over there. It probably doesn't matter. I'm yet to read all of that nonsense at the top left. I always get bored at the top and I skip down to the very last 2 words that say combat mode. So far I've discovered that if you get in a fight with anything, you'll die. It's like that's it, you're dead. Right, what can I build? Can I build anything? What's this? Oh yeah, this is the compass you start the game with. It points you in the direction of something you're meant to track down. I think the gist of it is there's like 9 power stones. You get them, shove them in your compass, something happens. So far though, I've not even managed to survive on an island, let alone build a boat. Is that food? I'll eat it, whatever it is. I've got some wood. Crafting. Oh yeah, that's it. So you can't actually craft anything. Oh yeah, this is a real bastard. You got to go into the menu to unequip this nonsense. Dick move starting me at night as well. Yeah, you can't craft anything until you've leveled up. Oh Christ. It started me on a cliff. Another dick move. Anyone nice enough to get saps for me from the free port? Oh yeah, I've just remembered what I was saying before. It starts you off with a tutorial saying, oh yeah, you're in the tutorial town now. Learn the basics. And I did that, and I wasn't in a town at all. I was to start with the ocean, and then I was in a frozen wasteland. I don't think there is a tutorial town. I think they just say there is. I think the reason that man back there was sleeping on the ground. Oh Christ! This is a non what's it called server. There's no fighting. It's PvE. I don't think he can do anything to me. I don't want to fight you. There's no point. Unless you're not real. I'm pretty well convinced as well, this text that comes up is not real and it's not actually people playing. I've got no basis for this. I'm just pretty sure it's the case. Hopefully my nonchalance has driven him off. Yeah, he's leaving. He looked like a strong, barrel-chested man. You're tired, stop moving for a bit. Great. What can I hear? Is that... Oh, it's that other man. We were briefly rivals. Our story is the same as the story of the 2 guys from Kong Skull Island. I.e. it won't be played out in this video at all. Oh, God damn it. Am I tired? I was actually surprised when I got sent a code for this. And like it... By all accounts, it looked not only like a real game, but like the sort of game that they would send out to streaming types, but also only like the bigger ones, because they're like, yeah, this is something people will actually pay for. And I then realised after having got the code, oh, this is very much a game where it's nowhere near finished, so they're just giving out as many codes as possible just to get people playing it, aren't they? Put the fucking map away. Never needed this. Also, it's not just me, is it? It is incredibly hard to see anything. I need to get to, like, not on the edge of a fucking cliff. I'm stuck on a plateau. It's horrible. And there's these little bushes everywhere that I just can't see dick. Do I want to go up or down the mountain? That's the risk. It seems like this is an island. Oh, I've leveled up. Christ, that's... Right, the first level up in this game. I think it's the most boring level up ever. Look at the amount of skills on display here. And the way it works is, you have to... I've skipped a stage. First, you get to improve a character stat. health, weight, intelligence. What does that even do? Craft item with additional stat bonuses. Magical skills, interesting. Fortitude, stamina. So far, I've seen no reason to do anything other than health every time. And behold, I have 2 points available. I can learn the basics, or the tools of the trade. So if you don't do the basics, you basically can't play the game. And then everything after that seems to be entirely pointless. So I'll just grab this one. You have to, down here, you unlock these skills up here, and then they each have their own individual trees. I think the concept is you kind of specialise in something and you form a pirate crew with other people who can do other useful things. In practice, it seems to be impossible to do really anything. I can craft now, can't I? What can I craft? There's a way of making it tell you what things cost. Don't know what that is. I think it shows up in, maybe it comes up in blue when you can actually make it. I can't, there's something about it. Either way, I can make nothing. I need to forage for things, don't I? There's someone's house. Oh shit, I'm falling. I'm dead, aren't I? Oh, no. I thought I'd done that thing where you'd run down a hill too quick and you get a bit of air and you die. Is this someone's home? Can I pillage it? Wood door, owner, raider company, personal owner, black raider. It feels to me like because that name is in yellow, that this is a game-generated hut as opposed to one that someone actually owns. However, it's meaningless as I can't really do anything with it anyway. So I'll just leave that be. And number 25 floats in the air. Oh, there's a deadly snake. That will kill me. So I found a kind of barren shore type area. What I could really do with is... Oh, there's a boat in the distance. This is supposed to be a pirate-based survival game. I.e., I suspect the developers of Ark saw that Sea of Thieves was coming out and that other one, the... I can't think of what it's called. Black Sails? No. The one that's it's like Assassin's Creed, but it's just boats. That's the rough gist of it. And they thought, you know what? The next big thing could be pirate games. Let's just stick a pirate skin on Ark. Call it done. They do seem to have swapped out dinosaurs for more like mythical beasts, or I suppose ancient beasts. I would say I definitely recall seeing giant spiders. They've killed me before, and something like a mammoth. I found some docks. Wonderful. And there's a man on the docks. Surely he'll kill me. Actually, there's quite a few people on the docks. Look, a horse. Can I... A wild female horse. Oh. Yeah, I can't do anything with that. I've found civilization. Surely these people will be kind to me and not kill me on sight. Christ, he's got fucking armor. I think he said, "What's up, fuckboy?" I thought I'd just throw him off, do something no one would expect, and just leave. Did he build those docks? Were they already there? I don't know. It's one of those things where I assume it took him an unimaginable amount of time to do that, and actually it was like 2 hours, start to finish. Like, new character, 2 hours later he had that. Presumably, though, people who have played Ark actually know what they're doing. Right, I've gotten off my little section of land, and I kind of regret it because apparently this is just a barren rock with nothing. I feel like oh, I'm tired, and I'm drowning. Those symbols down the right, they're definitely important, but I can't really read any of them. I feel like the first one is the stars. Dizziness. I suspect it's what happens if you have no stamina, which I now realise I have none of. And you try and do anything other than move. Yep. Can't jump. Don't mean to do that. The reason I keep opening the menu by accident is because it's the B button, and entirely nonsensical. Right, I'm regaining my stamina, I think, by not moving. I'm also underwater, which probably doesn't help. No, can't consume that. That's some sort of... Okay. I'm using a control pad to like control the game. But, oh, I'm drowning. But I'm swapping to a mouse for the inventory. That seems to be the best method, mainly because the control pad doesn't work particularly well in the inventory. I think I'm drowning to death. I'm not certain, but that guy I met may have placed a curse on me. But it's hard to tell. Right, I'm currently in a situation where I'll either get to that set of steps or I'll die. And I'm almost 100% certain if I die and try and respawn, it will respawn me almost at random on what I believe to be an unimaginably large map of mostly open ocean. The USS, does that say Gallia or Galileo? See, the thing is, right, that's a good name for a boat, but it's also not the sort of name for a boat you would typically expect of people in this kind of game to make, would you? Is that a scarecrow or a person? What day is this today? I'm recording this on I think it's a Friday. It's just after New Year's. I can't really be asked to keep track of days of the week. I think it's just after Friday. Right, I've gained some stamina back by not moving. Always a fun mechanic in a game, isn't it? Where you have to just not move for a bit. I'll leave that man be. I can't imagine how much effort it takes to do a voyage in this game, because the fact that you need clean water, you need food, it boggles the mind. And it's also the kind of game where food can spoil, and I believe it spoils relatively fast. Oh Christ. How am I on a cliff so rapidly? And how do these bushes grow out of nothing? There's only one thing for it. I'll have to forge my path along the cliff edge. All those years of playing Skyrim have trained me for this, so I can climb unclimbable mountains, i.e. mountains that the game doesn't want you to attempt to climb. Also, I've never seen so many people like in game. The first few times I played this, it was just like, you might see a silhouette on the distance. That would be it. Look, death. Okay, I am near death. I don't know how to heal. Normally in a game it would be food, but in this there's hunger. Part of me wants to believe that health just comes back over time if your hunger's not too low, but who knows? Maybe there's medicinal herbs. Again, no idea. These look valuable though. Aloe vera. That's normally like a traditionally healing tincture, isn't it? Maybe I can grind it up, stick it on a wound. There's a giraffe. So I've seen giraffes and horses so far, so I'm thinking Africa. Right, can I do anything? Presumably consuming aloe vera will heal me. That makes sense to me. I think it is actually healing me. I don't know what this yellow means. Or the orange, honestly. There seems to be no real way of knowing. Normally, if you just sort of hover over it, it would tell you, wouldn't it? What's that? Is that cotton? Again, normally I feel like it would just tell you these things, but not here. Ah, here we are. There we go. Yeah, there we go. It tells me what it is now. And it will spoil. Good to know. And it doesn't actually tell you what it does. Which I suppose the logic there is that you need to learn the information, or like have the deep skill of herbology. Also, look at me. I've just noticed the hulk of a man I am. He's got the stout body of a sailor, that's for sure. Right, let's get back to attempting to craft. Oh Christ. there's a giraffe-like animal and a kind of blue giraffe. And also there's a wolf eating a turtle. I shouldn't go near any of them because they could all kill me with ease. Let's punch this tree down, shall we? I am strongly aware that I'm in someone's garden doing this, and the idea of that is both hilarious and arousing to me. I think I'm at the point where I'm going to start punching some rocks. Traditionally, you need wood and rock to build like your first tool, don't you? That's sort of how this kind of works as a rule. Alright, I'm near death again, so I should stop punching that. Right, consume all I've got still. I took on a fuckload of berries, apparently. Right, I can't currently craft anything. How do I make a hatchet? Stone, flint and fibres. A spear, fibres and flint. A pickaxe. Just stone. Right. If I punch this rock to death, i.e. one of us will die, eventually I'm sure I'll get the stone I need. Wow, this kills you at a hell of a rate. Right, have I got enough? Have I got any? That's the real question. I got one. Right, that did me a lot of mischief though. Is that wild rice? Sounds nice, doesn't it? I bet you people will pay a lot of money for things on a bed of wild rice in a restaurant, don't they? That's a thing. It always sounds like arse to me. When I think wild rice, I think of rice that's like, imagine a bowl of rice, like white rice. Now imagine some of it's sort of beige, some of it's brown, a mixture of colours, and also it's slightly smaller and slightly harder than you expect. And the term fluffy can't be applied. Now the thing is, I don't eat rice, so I don't know if any of these are good or bad things to describe rice as. Right, I'm still dying, but thing is, if I don't punch this rock and get more rock from said rock, I'll never survive anyway. I've broken a bone. Okay. That's on me. That was my error. Still haven't got the rock I need though. What's this? Is this food? Oh, it's rice seed. Okay, it can only be planted in these places, which appears I'm going to assume there's not more than that type of places in the game. That's a fuck ton. Right, is my health going up? I think it is slowly going up. I was going to say we'll make this a two-parter, finishing on when I get the hatchet, but I think we'll go to 2 parts and we'll just end on me gorging myself on wild things. I'm very much in the gatherer stage of my hunter-gatherer existence. Oh Christ, I've eaten all my food. No, I haven't. It's just over there. I'm 20 years old as well. How have I gotten this far through life this way? So yeah, that was part 1 of Atlas. Join me next time for part 2 when I do something more, I'm sure. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.